Okay, 19th of March 2026. Join me on the island of Rottnest Island. Left Perth, got a train down to Fremantle, then got on a half-hour ferry, which is there. Now we're here on Rottnest. Morale in camp is very low. I'm just very tired today. Don't know how well it's going to go. Just didn't get the best night's sleep. One thing I've noticed, like, you just can't get a freezing cold shower in Australia. You just can't seem to get a really cold shower. And it's definitely affected my recovery. Legs are very achy this morning. I'm not keen on the ice baths, but I love an ice cold shower, but it's just not worked. So, yeah, morale on camp is low. I'm very tired. But we will persevere because I'm only on here for the day. So, got the ferry, got about 5 or 6 hours there, then I have to get the ferry back at 5:30. So I'm going to try my best to maximise my time here. Got a few bits I want to do. First off, I'm just going to nip in here and get a drink, and then we will head to our first stop. So I'll catch you shortly. The ferry landing in this place called Thompson Bay, which is like behind me. And this is Thompson Bay settlement, where you've got like a supermarket, a Subway, restaurants, a bakery, etc. So that's like the main starting point. And then we're obviously going to explore. We're on foot today. I just don't have the energy for a bike. So just going to afford a couple of main bits, go for a dip in the sea and just keep it quite chilled. Hindsight, I should have postponed it. I think it should have come yesterday. Oh, it should have come tomorrow, but you live and learn. Just tired. It's always that. There's a lack of energy. But hey ho, we will just persevere and see what we can see. Go to a couple of spots, see the quokkas, jump in the sea for a bit, and that kind of is going to be my day today. It's reminding me of Wahiki Island in New Zealand, the way it's kind of set up, and it seems very touristy in terms of day trippers, a lot of people coming here for a night, etc. I think people do live on the island. I might be wrong, I think people do live here. Interesting kind of setup. Those are some of the houses. Cyclists. Everyone cycles. I think I'm like one of a few people who's not cycling, but police station. Okay, right, first stop is going to a place called the Basin. Gonna go and have a little bit of a wander, and then we will take it from there. Okay, stop number one. That is the Basin. So just have a quick dip down there. Not a bad dip spot. And then, the view's pretty good, you know. Just annoying that it's overcast today. Like, yesterday was such a banging day. Today's warm, like it is probably 28, 29, 30 degrees, but it's just overcast, so it's like, just not as nice. Controversial opinion. My first thoughts of Rottnest Island is kind of like, I don't get it. I just don't get it. In terms of like, well, there were probably better beaches on the west coast, which I'm going to go to tomorrow. I can understand that maybe you'd take a day trip. I don't know, maybe I haven't got enough time to see most of the island, the West Island, but I just don't know. I just don't get it. If you're not from Perth, then obviously it's a nice day trip, I get it. But I think if I lived in Perth, it's like, why would I come here? Controversial, I know. What does this place offer me that other places in Perth don't? You're on the beaches, you go to Scarborough or Rockingham, or you go to Western beaches, which I'm going to go to tomorrow because I've seen videos of them. You want the coastal stuff? Well, I think there's a nice coastal kind of hike, Scarborough and Trig Beach. Again, going to see that tomorrow. Again, the kind of the cliff area yesterday near Rockingham was obviously fantastic. But I don't know, it feels very manufactured in the sense they've tried to make it into something controversially. I get it, because obviously tourism and it's something for people to do, but I don't know, I just think, I look at it, I think back to other things they've done that are similar Wahiki, and I'm just like, you know, it's nice, but it's just like, you know, what different experience am I going to get here than maybe elsewhere? And you just think, like, I'm not going to get much different. The only thing is the quokkas. Now, obviously, I've already seen one, so maybe that's the only thing, but I look at it and think, well, you know, it's an okay day trip spot, but you know, you do it once, and personally, I'd never come back. Whereas it feels like it's the sort of place where people come back quite often. Now, again, if you lived in Perth, maybe that's different, but I don't know, me personally, if I lived in Perth, it's like, why would I come here? Well, I paid like, I think, £30 maybe return for the ferry, £35 maybe return for the ferry. I just think, what's the point? So that's my controversial opinion so far. I'm hoping my view will change. I don't know if it's because, again, it's overcast and I'm not kind of getting how maybe beautiful it is and whatnot, but no, that's my controversial initial opinion. I just think people hate doing stuff like, oh, let's do stuff for the sake of doing stuff. Like, every time I look at an experience, it's kind of, you know, I want to take something out of this that's, you know, maybe slightly different. It's wow, you know, it's been worth it. Whereas I'm just looking thinking, well, you know, got up at relatively early this morning for my time. 15-minute walk, half-hour train, half-hour ferry, plus the cost of the ferry. You're going to be eating on the island, so that's going to be a bit pricey. You just look at it and think, well, am I actually getting value for money for this? I do think about, obviously, you know, I want a cool experience, but and obviously I'm willing to pay, you know, I'm willing to pay reasonable amount if it's good, but you know, is it worth the amount of time and effort I've put into it today to get here? You know, like there's only a certain amount of ferries, I've got to book the ferry, and like I can only be here till 5:30, and I go, maybe it's different if I stayed overnight, maybe it's different if I kind of made it a longer day. Obviously I haven't had the possibility to do so. I'm feeling better though because I have had a Red Bull, but I don't know, that's my controversial opinion. You know what, I've just had a thought. It reminds me of centre parks. Like, it's basically the same as centre parks. Like, you've got all these huts where people stay in. You don't have the subtropical swimming paradise, you have the beach and the beaches and the sea. And cycles everywhere, everyone's got bikes. So yeah, it's very similar to centre parks, except it's an island and there isn't a massive private equity firm behind it trying to make money. I presume it's owned by the government, I presume. Very similar to centre parks. And that's maybe why maybe not enjoying it. Well, I'm not enjoying it, but it's a dampened experience. Next up, this is Bathurst Lighthouse. And then that is a beach called Pinky Beach, I believe. Yeah, Pinky Beach. And then you can just see over the crest, that's the basin was about 10 minutes ago. See, that's a bit nicer, that beach. A bit nicer. And then that is Perth, and then there you can see Perth CBD over there. Just the skyscrapers popping up in the air. So I've decided to go on a bit of a walk, just to kind of kill some time. So in the distance you can see a lighthouse. I think it's about 4k, 3.5k, something like that. So just gonna have a wander down there, see what it's like, and yeah, probably walk there, walk back. That's the rough plan. And yeah, apparently the view's meant to be really nice over there, so gonna go and have a wander and see how it is. Okay, so we are at the lighthouse. I've been chilling here for about 20 minutes. Resting my legs. That was about 50 minutes walking, I think. And I've obviously got to walk all the way back. I'm going to take a slight detour. There's like a road down there, so I'm going to take a detour just so I can look at the ocean, look at the cliff tops. And that road there. That's the road I came down, and then that's the road that's going to take me back to the settlement and then to the ferry. So that is kind of the next hour or so, just an hour of walking. Yeah, I'm kind of glad I've done it. Obviously I'm tired now, legs haven't got much left in the tank. Did a big one yesterday, gonna keep going and we will get there. I got good 2 or 3 hours for the ferry, so plenty of time, just take it nice and easy, stop and stuff like that. So yeah, let's crack on. Rottnest Island Lighthouse, as I've just said to you. Yeah, so I will see you shortly. Okay. Back at the main kind of settlement, had a lovely Oreo cake to replenish myself after my longish walk. 4:10 now, my boat's not facing for another hour, 5:30, so just going to chill with this view. Look at that. And then you can see the ferries over there. Ferries are there. Yeah, just chilling with this view. It for today for Rottnest Island. I think my general thoughts are I personally think it's overrated. Now if you're with friends or with family it might be a bit different, but I just think it's a very expensive day for what you get. Cost of getting in the ferry is obviously a bit more expensive because obviously it's not the main line. The buses are more expensive if you want to take a bus. Then you've got to hire a bike if you're not going to bring a bike over, which obviously, you know, I obviously don't have a bike. Went to a few spots which were nice. Struggled for the amount of money I've spent today. Has it actually been that worth it? If you're in Perth for an extended period of time, I'd say fair enough, and look, I get it and I understand the appeal, but I just think, I don't know, I think it's overhyped. I genuinely think it's overhyped. I just don't think it's worth it, in my opinion, or don't think it's worth the amount of spend, a controversial opinion. But I'm glad I've done it, I'm glad I've experienced it. But I'm tempted to say it's one of the most overrated experiences I've ever done. That's a bold claim, but I personally think so. Like, the beaches, yeah, they're nice, but there's probably going to be some better ones tomorrow. It's nice to get away from the mainland. Yes, it's kind of nice if you've got a bike and stuff, but just think it's grilled more for school tour, like a geography trip kind of vibe. That's my general feeling. That is my final opinion. And that's that. I'm going to chill here for a bit, get my ferry, head back over, and then I'm going to head to Cottesley Beach. Watch the sunset from Cottesley Beach, so I need to get a train and then a walk. But my phone is going to die very soon. I'm like 20%, so I need to charge my phone up. So I may try and find a spot to do that around here. Glad I've done it, but overrated, very, very overrated. One of the most overrated things I've ever done, in my opinion. Anyway, I will catch you guys in a bit. Okay, off the train. Cottesley station. Oh, gonna head to the beach now. About 800 metres. It's about 20 past 6. So hopefully get there in time for sunset. I think sunset's around 6:30. Oh wow, you can see like a glow. Look at that glow. Let's see if I can show you. Look at that glow. Oh, here, just made it, I'll turn you around. Just a tiny bit of a glow. I could see us walking down, just dropping, dropping, dropping. But I'll turn you around now. What a glow. And I think like this is the problem. This is the problem with Australia. It allows me to see and access a life that you almost don't believe is realistic, or people actually live this way. Like people like go to the beach after work. It's, you know, people can watch these incredible sunsets, and you know, I don't have the luxury of that back home. I'm not going to get a nice sunset in Manchester unless you're in one of the towers, or I don't have access to the beach in Manchester. Obviously, I've talked in depth probably at times at why I love Manchester in the UK, but you can't unsee this. Like, you cannot unsee this, and it's so hard because, you know, it's reasons why I've fallen in love with Australia. It's just a magical place, and these sunsets are just incredible, insane, and it's very easy to. I think again, if you lived here, you probably wouldn't appreciate it. You would not appreciate it because it's on your doorstep. This is just normal, mate. Again, and I think that this is sometimes what people don't think about. It's a privilege to be born in the UK. It's a privilege to have a UK passport. It's a privilege to live in Manchester, and you know, it's not. The UK isn't great at the minute, but to live in my opinion, an amazing place, and somewhere that's relatively safe and has so many great things about it is so underrated. And coming here, like, this is magic. Like, in my opinion, this is magic, and it's, you know, we talk about the little things in life, and this is one of the little things, watching the sunset. The thing about Australia is it allows me to access a life that I didn't know existed, like, you know, until I came here in 2019, and you know, beaches and nature and being out, like, it's like 6:30 now, people still in the sea and the sunsets and stuff like that. It's just magic. It's absolutely magic, and until you've obviously been here, then you won't know, you won't understand it. But I've been here 4 times, I've absolutely fallen in love with this place, and I can't wait to keep going back here because it is a second home for me. It is a second home, and I know when I leave here on Sunday, it's going to hurt, it's going to be painful, and I'll be sad. And when I left Sydney, I was sad, and when I left Brisbane, I was sad. I know that I can always come back, and it's not that far away. It's 2 flights, 24 hours or 22 hours, whatever, but you just can't unsee this. And again, I mean, I've never lived by the coast in the UK, so maybe if you go to maybe Devon, Cornwall, it is like this, but I've never been there, so I can't comment on that. But all I can say is that right here, right now, this is absolute magic for me. Look at here, like, look, don't you how well you see looking at people over there. And then look at sunset. Unreal, and it's what a place, what a sunset. And it's like second one in a row as well. So it's gonna be like this all week, especially if it's obviously sunny. But yeah, insane. Right, I'm gonna call it a night. It's about 7:15 now. I'm gonna somehow charge my phone again, and then head back to the city centre, get some dinner. Another day, so exploring tomorrow beaches. So I'm gonna come back here tomorrow and start here and work my way north and try and finish around Scarborough, I think. Scarborough Trig Beach, I think. But yeah, excited for another one of these bad boys. Look at that. Wow. Right, gonna call it a night. Catch you guys in a bit. Hope you enjoyed today. Rottnest, very overrated, but this made up for it. penultimate full day here in Perth. It's been a slow get up this morning, chilled until like 2ish, 2, half 2, just had nothing like the last couple of days taken out of me. I think I done like 40 kilometres last couple of days, 40, 42 kilometres, basically run a half marathon, or walked half marathon last couple of days, so slow get up, so a really chill day today. Got a bus to somewhere over there and then just walks down here, and this is City Beach, so this beach is the closest beach to the city centre, or Perth CBD. In the background you can see Fremantle down there, Oasis today, and then there you've got all the way to Scarborough, where I'm going to head to shortly. And it's a lovely beach, this beach, it's just fantastic. It's just beautiful, but like literally as far as I can see, just beautiful sand and the water looks incredible, and yeah, it's just unreal. Chill here for about 10 minutes and then I'm going to get an Uber to Scarborough Beach, which is about 10-minute drive that way. I would get a bus or public transport, but there's no public transport that can get me there. And obviously it's about 5:15 now and sunset's about 6:30, and obviously I want an incredible sunset, as I think this will be my final evening on the coast, because tomorrow I'm going to do stuff in the city centre, so I'll watch the sunset from there. But I have to say, Perth is really good. Like, I have really enjoyed my time here. Obviously it's a lot more chilled and doesn't have the same kind of energy as Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane, but wow, these beaches are unreal, incredible. And yeah, it's magical, absolutely magical. Yeah, fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Really enjoy my time here. Hopefully in the future come back. In the future I want a road trip north Australia to like the west coast, and obviously stay here for like a couple of nights at the end of it. I don't necessarily think there's anything kind of pulling me back in terms of things I want to do here. Because in Perth I feel like I've kind of done everything. But it is an incredibly livable place. If you've got a family, I get it completely. Beautiful. It's 30 degrees today, another 30-degree day. Even the weather in winter is not too bad, and it's just, yeah, wow. What a place. What an absolute place. Very, very impressed. Shame that again it's 17, 18 hours from home. It doesn't have the same pull as those other 3 cities I mentioned, but what a place. I'm going to head that way, get an Uber, head to Scarborough Beach, grab some late lunch and watch the sunset, maybe get a little dip in as well. Dip in Australia, I think. So I'll catch you guys up there shortly at Scarborough Beach. Okay, Uber over to Scarborough Beach now. Bit of food. A Zambrero. For those of you who don't know, I think it's the best / burrito place on the market. Better than Guzman, better than Barbary in the UK, better than Boojum. I think Zambrero is the best. I think it comes their rice. Their rice is the tipping point that makes it top tier. So just eating that, and now gonna go and have a dip in the sea and watch the sunset from here. I mean, like this pavilion kind of thing. You got like some mule, is that word over there? And I'm not sure what's down there, no idea, but yeah, gonna have a quick dip in the sea because it's beautiful. And watch the sunset, I think. So a lovely way to finish my Friday night. Here I will head back. It's been a very slow paced day. Actually needed. Tomorrow's gonna be a busy one, and then Sunday's gonna be slow paced. So can enjoy my Friday night. Another sunset done and dusted. Just unreal, looks like a Windows kind of screensaver. Just stunning here at Scarborough / Scarborough Beach. Another day done. Down there, that head towards Trig. So if I had more time, I'd do that. If I had more higher energy levels, we would do that. Didn't go for dip, but just don't have the energy today. The last couple of days have really written me. Just a lot of walking, a lot of heat. The grateful today's been a bit cooler and a bit more calm on my end in terms of things we've done. So gonna round up today here. Gonna head back. I was tempted to have a venture out and see what the nightlife's saying, but I just feel knackered. However, I will see when I get back, see how I'm feeling, see if I get a bit giddy because it's Friday. Not try and venture out tomorrow for a bit before my 5 AM flight. It's been another fantastic day in Perth. Genuine, amazing, incredible. I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay, Saturday, 21st of March 2026. Final full day in Australia. Final full day in Perth. I think back to yesterday, or yesterday evening. Ventured out for a bit last night. In the mood for going out at the minute for various reasons. But Perth, I've never seen what the nightlife is like. And imagine, it was actually pretty busy for a Friday night. In the UK, just Friday nights are pretty dead nowadays for the most part. You get some, busy spots in your big cities, but they are on the quieter end. It was actually fairly busy, like quite a few queues, quite a few cool places. Went to a place called the Avery. nice rooftop bar, pretty busy. And then I think the main kind of go now area is like Northridge or Northbridge. I think also was pretty busy, pretty decent. Lots of places, lots of venues, etc. So you know, it's not bad. You know, I'd recommend it. I might venture out tonight. Flight at 5 AM, leave at 3 to get to the airport, and I'm tempted to just stay out all night. I'm tempted to get back, have a nap, stay out all night, and then sleep on the plane. Obviously, I'm flying to Singapore and then Singapore to Langkawi, so I'm very tempted to just say, you know what, let's just sleep on the plane. Very tempted, but we will see. Anyway, final full day today. Chilled morning, didn't do much, just kind of stayed in bed, got some sleep, sorted out admin, clothes, etc. Now ventured out. So today I'm going to Kings Park. Kings Park is probably the biggest park, most famous park in Perth. On like a hill, so it's like behind me there. And you're apparently meant to get a really cool view of Perth CBD. So we're going to have a venture in there. What a day! Another beautiful day in Paradise. Look at that. Lovely, absolutely lovely. What a day. It's like every day has been banging. Every day has been absolutely banging here. So yeah, gonna head to Kings Park, which is just there, gonna enter it in there, and basically walk towards Perth, and then the plan is to try and have a wander around South Perth foreshore, which is basically opposite where I was on the first afternoon when I was here. Like a nice little coastal kind of walk, so gonna head there after this. So first off, let's get inside Kings Park, let's have a wander, and then we will take it from there. Okay, this is Gardeners Memorial. Lovely view of Perth CBD over there. Right, let's keep walking. There's like a lookout tower, I think, over here somewhere. And then we'll go over there and then go back to where we were, which is down there somewhere. It's like a cliff walkway kind of thing. Federation Walkway it's called. At the Federation Walkway. So all those who love to play in Deadstream, thank you, Lottery West. So we're gonna head along here to give some amazing views, so we will see. And then there's like a Mount Eliza lookout, which is meant to be nice as well. Views do look good though, just have my nose down there. Very nice. We've got the best view of the lot. This is State War Memorial. In front of me, wowzer. Unreal. This is the best one I've seen. Turn you around. Okay, so bus back to Elizabeth Quay. Got myself an ice cream which I was just eating, cotton candy and mint choc chick from Baskin Robbins. And now we are here, so Elizabeth Quay's down there, city's behind me, and then basically we're going to keep walking along here. I want to go all the way around, and that is Perth South foreshore down there. I'm just going to keep walking, so you can do a 10k loop. I don't think I've got the legs today to do the 10k. Basically see how far I get, and then worst case scenario, bus. I'll do is probably go all the way. Get a bus, I think there's a bridge over that side, I'll get a bus from there, because I've already done this side. I did it when obviously I walked to the Wacker and the Optus on my first day here, so probably going to be about 6 to 7k, but it's a lovely day and a really fantastic way to finish my time in Perth. Okay, so I am on South Perth now. Lovely view of the city behind me, and over there, that's Kings Park, that's where we were about an hour ago. Beautiful. Let me turn you around and give you a full picture. So, still walking, views are still amazing. I don't really want to film much more, to be honest, because it's just this view, and this view is really very, very nice. So yeah, lovely view. and basically done. So that is the bridge. I'm to and fro. I don't know whether to go onto the Crown or cross the bridge and go back. I think I might just head to the Crown. It's meant to be a really nice hotel, and I've heard good things about it. So I might just have a bit of a wander to see what's going on there. But yeah, unfortunately the sunset is obviously not as good because I'm in the city, but it's still not bad. Still not bad at all. Still getting loads of colours of different shades. So yeah, not bad at all. Australia done, Perth done. Left Perth this morning, 5:30 flight to Singapore, and then a power layover, and then a flight over to Langkawi. So I'm in Langkawi, Malaysia now. Just kind of want to sum up Perth, Australia. Perth, great spot, would recommend it, definitely worth visiting. Cool little city, like, definitely doesn't have the same energy as in Sydney, Melbourne or Brisbane, but you know, it's a cool spot, and honestly the sunsets are unreal. Just like, I've seen loads of them on Instagram and social media, and it's surpassed that, just incredible. So, and it's like every night, it's not even one, it's every single night, just incredible. So definitely would recommend going if you ever get the chance. Obviously the only downside is it's very expensive to kind of go from east to west Australia, so it kind of puts you off. It's just like, I would rather go to Asia, but if you've got a few days or you've got some time, I definitely recommend it. And a very livable place, very family friendly. In terms of Australia, leaving, sad to have left, it's a place that it's basically my second home now. I absolutely love it. I want to get back there as much as possible over the course of my life. That's the fourth time done in 6 years basically. Obviously, yeah, 2019, 2020, 2024, 2025. And yeah, it's a second home, and it's just an amazing place, and it's just magic. It's absolutely magic. And obviously I think I'll probably explain the reasons why I couldn't live there permanently, but it's definitely somewhere that I want to keep visiting because it allows us to access a version of life that I can't access back home, and once you see, you can't unsee it. But at the same time, obviously the UK and Europe has its benefits, and I'm well aware of that. And for me personally, you know, I've probably talked about it on this channel previously, but yeah, it's a fantastic place, and I can't recommend it enough. It's just pure magic, especially when it's a beautiful day. So to round up that video there, round up Australia there, we're now basically travelling now for the next 10 days, and then we head home. So I'm going to start the Langkawi vlog in a second and take from there.